Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DK64Randomizer.com Season 3. We're in the Tournament Winners Finals. This is the decider match in a best-of-3 between Kilvereis and Kamerson to decide who goes to Grand Finals winner's side and who will fall to losers to face a whole pile of sharks down there. It's gonna be good. Gonna be very good. I am Larock. I will be on the mic for you today, and I'm joined by Alta Biscuit. How you doing, Chief?
Mornin. This is going to be a hell of a race here. We've already had two good ones leading up to this one.
I'm excited. I'm excited as ever. Game 1, Game 2, wild and crazy matches in their own right. We'll see how Game 3 does. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good.
Well, if anything I need for my bingo card, this needs to be a little spicy, and to get a bingo here.
How spicy are we talking? Are we talking like habaneros, or are we talking like ghost peppers?
How spicy is Mechfish or Spider Boss for you?
That's business as usual, baby. Send it. We'll get into the things shortly.
Write that down, Sarah. Write that down.
Put it in the script. Put it in the script. Alright. They're scheduled to start soonish. We'll hopefully get that rolling in a little bit. In the meantime, prepare your bingo cards. Never can be too prepared. You're gonna run down to Discord DK64 Randomizer for all the Discord action. A lot of fun times going on in there. And yeah. That's always a good time there. Always a good time there.
People talking about re-rolling their cards. It's like, I'm just accepting whatever I get.
Sometimes I gotta re-roll my card because there's like a few too many commentator things on there. I may have some amount of undue influence on that. Just maybe a little bit. Just maybe a little bit.
Well, that's just possibly playing the angles.
Maybe.
You know, it's like I got commentator curses to see, but
I prefer my ethical bingo cards. You know, right?
Yeah. But, you know, commentator curses the seat is basically free space.
I am pretty great at that. Nevertheless, holding out for a last-second thing here. We'll be with you shortly, hopefully. Please hold. In just a moment, we will have some news for you folks. Hold on. Alright, we're doing it live. Please hold while I crop his stream live. Please name and shame him for pulling up game footage 20 seconds before race time starts. Isn't that incredible? Oh, let me hit the timer too. That is alright, buddy.
Rude.
He's not gonna be happy talking to me in a minute, so that's alright. Nevertheless.
Picked a real good race to do that with two restreamers on commentary.
Oh, stand in the prison, love that. There you go, that's your punishment. Enjoy. We're off to the races though, no big deal. I'll get the music in a second. Please hold. Fix that a little bit. We'll get a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. There we go. Got the audio rolling now. We're off to the races.
Here.
Yeah, only a minor. We have barely averted disaster, folks. You love to see it. Oh, another grape shooter? Alright, I didn't plan for that one. That was too good with him. A bonus barrel on the top of Castle Lobby. Amazing.
Well, you know these two are...
Oh, ooze! Who's got ooze? Oh, wow. And a vial in the grape cage. Kilvereis just ran right to it. That makes a lot of sense. You find grape early, you better go look at that.
You know, that might be an Aztec level 1, if we got vines like that.
That does fit pretty well, doesn't it?
And then you got the trophy flip in Castle Lobby. Like, you know these two can do it.
They're definitely prepared for it, but They may be prepared for it, but they don't really have the tools for it right now. We're gonna have to sit on that and wait a little bit. Dare I ask for some hints? Gotcha.
Here we go.
Golly.
Nope.
Alright, he scanned that second page instantly. I got the first page, though.
I saw Grape Cage on the first page.
Yep,
and
yep.
That's
I see Castle Rooms to Key 5, so maybe that's just where he is. And the Foolish Center and Beanstalk, really? Really?
We're not even 5 minutes in, and chat's already gonna riot.
Oh, and there's a sniper. Alright. We are loading up on moves in the main aisle. This is a little interesting. I mean, Castle level 2. You need a bunch of moves for Castle checks. It kind of fits pretty well. Okay, he scanned that instantly. I didn't even get a look at that one either. So the
I saw Aztec Oasis to 2, so yeah, Aztec level 1 with early vines.
Ooh, here's a spicy one. Helm Lobby Kasplat is Way of the Horde. Whew. That guy's way out of the way.
Yeah, and that, depending on how important that item is and how buried Monkey Port is, that could mean everything's pointing to it.
Remains to be seen. Aztec level 1, as foretold by Vines and Creme Isle. Makes a lot of sense, makes a lot of sense. Here we go. Oh, key 2 in the
There's
Oasis
key
route.
2 on the dirt.
I bet that's hinted. Right now. Bang. Tab over.
We did get Oasis to 2.
Oh, did we? Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah.
There
It was either going to be that or the crate. Like, there aren't many other places it could be.
Japes Underground with 1 person. Roof dirt. Top floor. Castle dirt. And then the dirt under Caves Lobby, which was Grape, which got us our Vines, which... Really, no news here at all. The least surprising news of all time.
We got more moves here from Cranky.
But you're broke. Unlucky.
Swing and a miss. You might have been, like... I don't know, do you read what Cranky has to say there in case it might be, like... homing or something? Wait, we started with homing.
Sure did. Homie Namo, my beloved.
And I guess we didn't really have much of a chance to talk about the starting moves, but we had homing, Peanut, and Monkey Port to lead off.
A great starting moveset. Peanut is excellent. You always need Monkey Port. And Homie Namo, what's not to love? It's even better with Castle level 2. There's more Homie Namo uses there than most other levels. Oh,
yeah.
Hello, Chunky and Funky. Diddy can be found by Lanky and Japes. Alright, well, and we have Lanky, so life is good. Aztec Donkey Medal, that's a tricky one. That requires Coconut or Blast, I believe.
Yeah, it's some combination thereof. I think logically it needs Strong Kong if you don't have Coconut.
Aztec Shops to Key 8 is critical because this is the only thing we've seen here, and it's a slam. Oh boy.
Ooh.
This is the only thing in the shops, so that slam is on the path to Key 8 100%. Oh, baby.
What's level 7 got in store for us? Is that where Gon's gonna be?
We got a
to
Lanky.
get us whatever that lobby barrel is?
Oh boy. Well, hard to say. We've only seen a Lanky K. Rool hint so far, so... Castle Shops on the path to 5, 7, 8 Lanky K. Rool. That's gotta be something real good. Maybe like barrels would fit pretty well there. Would fit reasonably well there. You got 3 Kongs to work with too. Kilvereis is just trucking ahead, just flying out of Aztec already.
That's what he does. He just... If it's too slow by his standards, it doesn't exist.
He just trucks forward, top speed, fast as possible.
Cam hedging his bets with a little bit of the CB pickups on the way.
Maybe you need a fairy too. You never know. Kilvereis did not check that crate, by the way. That's how aggressive he's playing. He has no fairies. He did not go for that crate. He's just top speed, all gas, no brakes. Ooh, basic move on Castle Candy. Is that indeed our barrel throwing, as foretold?
That seems to line up with that.
Or, no, it can't be a slam because it would lock key 5. There could be something else. That's so nice of Funky to leave Lanky coins right outside for you to buy Chunky with. Also, shout out Cranky for having a move slightly too expensive for you to buy, so you would be forced to go buy Chunky later. That's like actually really fortunate. If Lanky sold something for 3 coins, you wouldn't be able to buy Chunky there, and it would just be like a catastrophe.
Yeah.
You'd have to go into the 5-door temple in order to get more coins, which is horrendous. Sometimes the coin logic kind of bails you out a little bit. I did like Kilvereis actually reading the shop text. The shopkeepers will kind of like give you a little bit of hint on what they are, but usually it's a little bit vague. But for shared moves specifically, it's pretty useful because there's a lot of bad shared moves, and so if you read the hint and you know it's a bad shared move, it's like, all right, well, I don't need to come back here.
Yeah, especially since you already have homing and sniper, so like what's left for white vials, the ammo belt and instrument upgrades if it's bad.
Right. A basic move in a shared shop. You're going back for that like 10 times out of 10. That's like diving right there. Or barrels. Cam opting for Lanky 5-door temple, which I don't hate. Having Grape and Lanky early, we know Grape is way the horde, so it's like somewhat better than normal. Oh, you get rewarded with a Nintendo coin. How about that? Enjoy.
Yep. Not in these settings. No Nintendo or Rareware coin needed.
Cam's just here for the bingo square. He just kind of knew. It was kind of nice of him. Everyone say thanks.
Do I have that on my bingo card?
I don't. It's tragic. I know. Is that a Caves level 3 at 14 GBs? Good lord.
Oof. Castle, caves, and that's kind of a...
Well, a really expensive level...
Kong.
A really expensive level 3 kind of suggests that there's a lot of action here. Kilvereis is already at 7 GBs, so we got some work to do.
Yeah, and you're climbing castle this time. Like the dirt is something that Kilvereis would skip, but not when it's hinted. Not this early.
Cam did not go back for the slam either, so he just kind of left a shared shop there, a hinted shared shop there, which is... Ooh, that's gonna be awkward. I think he just forgot about it, because that's not the kind of thing you want to forget about, I don't think. Because there's worlds where that's like diving, there's worlds where that's barrel throwing. Well, I guess it's not barrel... He knows it's not barrel throwing, but... Ooh, a little coconut shooter in the surroundings. A great item to have. I guess we know that's going to be way of the horde because the Helm Lobby Kasplat. Speaking of, the Helm Lobby Kasplat is getting shockingly close to accessible. We got Sniper, we got Coconut, we got DK, we got Monkey Port.
Just need 6 and 7.
What the heck is that? What is that item? Can we pin that? I don't think we have enough hint info to pin it down yet, but we'll see. It is enough. It is also enough for Donkey's Metal and Aztecs, so something good is there. More hints for Kilvereis right now if he wants to take a look. He would be so kind. Gotcha. Nice try. He thought he could sneak those by me, but I got him. Storage and Arcade Foolish. Various Aztec tunnels on the path to Key 5 and Chunky K rolls. We do have a Chunky K roll. Tiny can be found by Lanky and Galleon. And then Peanut is on the path to K roll versus Diddy and Lanky. So we have Diddy, Lanky, Chunky. Very interesting.
That's strange that Peanut is just 2K rule phases, and one of them is obvious. So it's like, what's it for Lanky though?
All right, the plot thickens. We gotta move in the castle shops. We got Balloon.
Oh, they can do Lanky Tower already.
You think maybe it's Balloon on Lanky Tower to get you something important on up there? Well,
Castle Rooms is hinted, so I think you check that. You're gonna be up there anyway.
Gotta be, right? It'd be crazy not to. It is indeed barrel throwing on Candy, so that's gotta be the hint, right?
Mm-hmm.
That just doesn't make sense otherwise.
When you got barrel throwing on the path to a lot of stuff, do you start thinking bosses?
You kind of have to, I'm afraid. I think there's no other option. We don't have any barrels check hinted, so it's definitely something that has to be considered. You got barrels relatively early. It's on the path to 4 different things. Okay, what do we make of that? Featherbow on Lanky's Metal? I don't know. Nothing really to make of it right now. We know there's no Lanky K roll. We know it's Diddy, Lanky, Chunky in some order. We know there's no Tiny K roll rather, so that feather doesn't seem immediately useful. Perhaps we will get more information on Roof Dirt, the dirt at the top of Castle. The Way of the Horde. Let's take a look.
It'll be interesting to see if Kilvereis skips it or not, because like this still seems like something that he would skip.
Roof
Checking.
Hinted Roof Dirt?
No, the Lanky Tower. I mean.
Well, he's opting to go into the library, which I think is odd. I think he's here for DK's bananas and the check at the same time. That's the only reason this makes sense, I think.
Yeah, you got coconut.
Yeah, it just might be.
So.
It just might be really annoying to get the bananas in the hallway. Let's see if he opts for that. Maybe this is more efficient than like, because to get DK's medal in Castle, you have to kind of do like an out. You have to do some of the outside loop to get a bunch of singles. But with the library, you can just grab these 5-packs and get a check at the same time, and you've got coconut to spit you out to just continue up your climb on Castle. Oh, he's not even gonna bother with these. It looks like. Alright, well, I guess he just wanted to check on the way up.
I suppose with castle rooms being hinted, it's not too bad of a check either way.
That's actually probably why you checked it. Now that I think about it, you're totally right. Hinted region makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. And, I mean, following along that train, surely you also check Lanky Tower then.
Yeah, you got everything for it.
Elm Order, Tiny Donkey. We have neither. We have no instruments even. Amazing.
Today will not be the day the music dies.
A Way of the Horde Spring.
And did not do Lanky Tower.
Interesting. Lanky Tower is looking highly sus. Although he does have action in Aztec anyway. He can go grab Aztec Donkey Medal, which is hinted Way of the Horde, so there's certainly stuff to do regardless.
Presumably picking up the item in the shop that he left behind too.
But he didn't leave anything behind at the shop. Well, he left something behind, and he left barrels behind at the castle shops, but Cam is the one who left the slam behind an Aztec.
And mix it up.
Lining up a cute little tree hop there. Save you some time. I love the shockwave drop. It's just so smooth. You can't mess up. If you have the shockwave charge, you just have B unpressed, and it just buffers a shockwave as soon as it can. It's beautiful.
You know, I'm wondering with barrels being presumably path to 5, that maybe it's Chunky's museum that it's referring to instead.
Ooh, that fits pretty well. We need punch, though. It's a bit of a problem. Yeah, and given that we think it's barrels, there's the rarer coin. Okay, we've seen both coins. That's incredible. Wow. Unbelievable. Kilvereis is pushing Donkey's medal. Let's see what we can pull up here. Maybe Kilvereis just isn't committed to anything. He's just like, yeah, I know this is Way of the Horde and I can do it. I'm just going to go do it. I'm just going to chase my Way of the Hordes as aggressively as possible and only commit to things that are a little bit slower once I'm out of ideas. Once I'm out of directly hinted ideas.
Was that a pearl on the llama?
That is a pearl the llama has consumed and will eject upon freedom. Interesting.
Write that down, write that down. gotta write down where the pearls are.
We do not want to forget that. We do not want to forget that at all. We have nothing about the mermaid hinted, but you can never be too safe, I suppose, dealing with those sons of guns. Tunnels hinted. There's punch. Okay.
No?
This lends significant credence to, and that's Way of the Horde triangle. This lends significant credence to the museum. For key 5. Barrels, punch, rooms.
Yeah, that all lines up.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You definitely don't need Strong Kong for that medal either. Coconut is sufficient. There's 3 balloons and then 15 CBs in the Oasis, so... Yeah, that is 100% in logic.
more often than not that that metal's an either or anyway. Unless Coconut's like locking blast or something.
Kilvereis is moving at 1 billion miles an hour, because... Oh no, he did the greenhouse, never mind. I thought he forgot the greenhouse, but no, he did that. It's only me. That's another check that's like on the way. I think that's the theme of things. He's not going into dead ends like Lanky's 5-Door Temple, he's just doing stuff on the way to other things. Just hyper efficient as possible, aggressively so. Knowing that he wants to go into castle, skip stuff in Aztec. What was on the castle candy shared? Nothing on the castle boss. Cam is thinking bosses too. He's like, alright, we're key 7 is only hinted by barrels. There's something sus here.
That's when we're gonna also see Trough and Scoff to 7, and then that's when they get to play the lovely game of guess where it is.
But we've all seen it. We've all seen random boss get hinted, and it's just a total disaster. In this case, it's barrels gets hinted, and it's a total disaster. Which boss could it possibly be? Finding Punch, though, is pretty nice in a hinted region. That pins down what Punch is useful for. Key 5 and Chunky Key Rule, that's a very significant limitation. And sure enough, Kilvereis takes his Punch info and just runs straight to the museum with it. Nope, you know what? Check of Legends, I'm here for it. Just send it. Is it dead yet? I actually don't know if it's dead yet. The nasty thing about having Peanut hinted is that that does put a damper on things. But we got 4 guns though, so that's hype. Kilvereis got the button combo in the museum first try. Unbelievable.
I've been getting so unlucky with that as of late.
I don't know, man. There's only like
shocks.
There's only like 3 ways to get it wrong, and I get it wrong 4 ways. It's unbelievable. And sure enough, that's probably key 5. Easy enough. What do we do with key 5? Great question. I have no idea. Oh, Kilvereis is going to try his hand at going into level 3 and then discover that it's the most expensive level 3 of all time. It's a little bit of an exaggeration. I want to say that we saw like a 20. There's a bunch of statistics floating around on like Jenny and a ton of seeds. And then we just like grabbed like what are some extreme numbers. I want to say we saw like a level 20, well, or a 20 GB level 3 or something. Shoot, 14 might not even be the most expensive this tournament.
Still, that's like not even 14. Just you see that and it's like, what the heck? What do you even do with that?
Yeah, that's rough. It's rough enough that Kilvereis, I think, is debating dumping blueprints to get there. Oh, but Cam, remember the vial in Castle Lobby that's in Logic now. We got Chunky, we got barrels, we got everything. And I just blinked and missed a pack of hints. Awesome.
I saw something 7 and 8.
Oh, there's key 7.
All right.
Key 7 on the Castle Lobby dirt. That's wild. What the heck?
2 here.
Who needs a skip? Just do that. Okay, barrel throwing plus a Way of the Horde triangle. Maybe this is something interesting. A metal. It's a negatory Ghost Rider.
You can just feel the desperation looking for 1 more GB here.
Yeah, this is some of the... Sometimes you can kind of get caught out by this if GBs aren't plentiful enough and your B-lockers are just a little bit too expensive. You run into awkward situations. Oh, that's slam. That's the other slam. Oh my god. That's wild. So one slam is hinted. Does that slam lock the other slam? Well, clearly not, because Cam just did it in Logic and just... So it's red slam then, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
It has to be red slam, something. And we now know where both slams are, but each one has a different slam, which is very funny.
Well, Cam's presumably coming to pick up his.
Look at his punch here. This is the only tunnels check that's actually in Logic now, so it's kind of like a... Yeah, okay, I gotta have a look at this. Alright, everyone is clamoring for red slam check of Legends, but I'm telling you, team, that's a real tough sell right now. In fact, that might be impossible.
Peanut is all... It would have to be like trombone. on there. It can't be anything else, because Peanut's only on the path of Diddy and Lanky.
Okay, so we got an instant replay some of these hints. Lighthouse to key 6? That's our first key 6 hint, so maybe our good friend Kevin may be in possession of key 6. And Castle Shops, this is the other item in Castle Shops, is key 7, key 8, and the Lanky K Rool. So, that's Balloon, right? Which means Balloon leads to Trombone somehow. Huh.
Gold Tower, maybe?
Yeah, that fits pretty well. I mean, there's a lot of balloon checks, but there's a problem is a lot of balloon checks combined with trombone, so that kind of eliminates a couple of them, which is weird.
Yeah, it's like Balloon and Peanut being on the path. It's really the only check I can think of. The interesting thing about where Punch is like it may be an either or depending on where Twirl is. So.
Where's Punch again? I already forgot.
It was on the Coconut Dorcas Splat in Aztec.
You're totally right. Oh, jeez. And I wonder if the knowledge of that is like kind of just like baiting Kilvereis away from a known vial in Castle Lobby. That'd be kind of crazy, but I don't know. Super duper for Cam. So there's your red slam. My goodness.
Had Balloon on... red... Oh wait, they're in caves now. No, it's not... I wanted Beetle Race to be real, but the truth was in front of me.
A balloon check is a balloon check. It's very real, very real. Well, maybe not. He's not going in there. You got Balloon Chief. You could just go in the normal way, I guess. Like a civilized monkey. Oh, well, it appears to be closed. Oh, no, he's thinking bigger. He's going for the blueprint pillar.
Yeah, this'll easily facilitate Lanky's medal, so...
Do we have a reason for triangle yet? I don't think so, right?
No, and it's not for Helm either, so jury's out on what that could be.
Interesting.
There's so many options available for what it could be, so it's like... I don't know, do you peek Cabin?
Cabins could be maybe a worthy peak without Gorillagon, but Gorillagon, you know, is going to end up away the horde somehow, some way or another. Other options include Tiny Temple. You can get in, but not in logic quite yet.
I also got Igloo for a thing too, so there's options.
Options indeed. Oh yeah, the Igloo is actually much more free, I suppose. That's only triangle. Fits pretty well.
And in the unhinged scenario, we'd have Gone being on the shed if it's strictly locked by Punch and Triangle.
Cam has smelled out Lanky Tower here. Let's see what comes up. Let's see how we're... What are we thinking here? Love homing ammo for this, my beloved.
Oh, that was beautiful.
It's a GB, alas.
Just the spin move with the homing ammo.
We were so close to greatness. It's truly tragic. No Lanky Tower. How about Shed? Let's put Gorillagon on the Shed, and that would make Triangle required. Or maybe something... Could this be like Strong Kong in the shop? We do need that to... Oh, well, we found Gorillagon, so that kind of puts a damper on things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That makes this,
And it's a fairy.
Oh no, you'd have to put Pineapple in the Shed, not Gorillagon, silly me. Oh, maybe I'm just making stuff up. I don't know. Cam's on his way to get key 5. Yay. Yay, celebrate the wins, not me bungling my brain just turning to mush spontaneously.
Donk will do that to you. One too many bad seeds, and then you're just, you know, everything's on the table.
They don't even have to be bad seeds, man. Sometimes you just get a bad beat and your brain is just like, I'm just gonna lose now, and it's unlucky. Oh. Of course, Cam should have obviously tried the third one first, you fool. Nice try.
Sometimes
He tried to sneak that pack of hints behind me, but I got that one. Cave Shops. Oh, this is interesting. Cave Shops, Key 8, Chunky K. Rool, and Lanky K. Rool. And that was Gorilla Gone. Gorilla Gone, Balloon, Barrels. That's the Red Slam thing, right? It's got to be the Red Slam thing. Because Balloon got us a Slam. And then Barrels got us that Slam as well. So that Slam is on the path to Key 8 and Lanky K. Rool, maybe? Or Red Slam, at least.
What other things could be gone?
Yeah,
I guess Gone would have to find something earlier.
Is there a Gorilla Gone Slam check? I don't think so. Brain hurty. Brain hurty. Right.
I'm liking Chunky Cabin more now, just with Gone being there. Like, a move in there could point to something else that's needed for Slam.
We have a solo DK Rool main aisle hint, so Rocket Barrel is just likely to turn up there, hopefully. Seems like reasonable odds. Our Aztec Metal Rewards, Key 8 and Lanky K. Rool, so that is Triangle. Now, I really want to see what's in Chunky's cabin. Because Triangle plus Gorilla Gone is looking mighty fine. And then Cave's Helm Lobbies, presumably the Helm Lobby Kasplat is on the path to Key 8. Oh no, wait, that could just be the Slam.
No, the Helm Lobby Kasplat seems like might just be Sax or Bongos or something for Helm.
Or it could be like, I don't even know, it could be like Pineapple for like Peanut in the main aisle or something. Or Rocket Barrel in the main aisle or something.
Yeah.
The thing is that the one Slam is known to be hinted only on the path to Key 8. So the second Slam being hinted only on the path to Key 8 just makes sense. So I'm kind of penciling in that Cave's Helm Lobby hint as the Slam hint. I don't think that tells us anything about the Helm Lobby Kasplat yet. It's unclear.
We got a potion in the cabin.
Yep, this fits really well. This could be our trombone, perhaps? I think.
I don't think this can be trombone because it didn't find...
Oh, that doesn't solve... No. Yeah. It doesn't solve Balloon to Lanky K. Rool, that's the problem. Because Barrels was free, so that's all well and good, but how do you get Balloon to Lanky K. Rool? The second Castle Shop hint. And this explains Gorilla Gone a Triangle, but maybe this is Sprint, and then you have to do the Beetle Race for Trombone? Ugh. That's kind of gross.
The possibilities are endless here.
Or it's Pineapple, and things just make less sense. Okay, so then Pineapple plus Balloon. What the heck? Trombone on Check of Legends? Oh, we haven't explained Peanut either. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Chat is cooking.
Could be Check.
Hang on. Chat.
Wait, did Balloon find anything to Lanky K. Rool?
No. Oh shoot. No, it got us a Slam. It got us a Slam.
Yeah, it did.
No, but it can't be that because one Slam is only on the path to Key 8. So it's not Red Slam, Check of Legends, but maybe Blue Slam. But no, I don't think Balloon solves that. Shoot!
It would need to be like level 4 Forest, Check of Legends.
Now he's drinking Pineapple Barrels. It really feels like something Balloon is really messing us up here. It's possible that like Diving turns up and then it's just Gold Tower, which I think fits pretty well because that would be Peanut.
That would make the most sense.
But we can't have that. We can't have things making sense. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Content. And so I think this is probably what Kilvereis is thinking. He's probably thinking something along those lines, and came back to Aztec, one of the first 3 levels, to try and pull Diving, choosing Pineapple to find it, which makes a lot of sense. I think in that world where it's Gold Tower, it would then follow that it has to be exactly Pineapple gets you Diving, and then everything is solved. So check everything Pineapple. Tiny Temple, 5-door Temple, it all makes perfect sense to check this. I'm loving his thought process here.
Another reason for Triangle to be on the path. Doesn't have to be since we found it in cabin, but...
Ooh.
Oh, that's nasty. That's Pineapple locked. Diving.
Diving locked. Or diving there. That's really ugly because that metal logically always requires pineapple. However, if you just break into Tiny Temple with any other gun, like, say, that grape shooter, you could have had this way earlier. Like, way earlier. If you took that grape you got in main aisles and just ran in there with Chunky, then you could have had loads more Chunky CBs, and I think possibly up to the metal, but I'm not certain on that. Let me check my math on that.
You can get the metal if you break into Tiny Temple early.
Tiny Temple access, but not pineapple. You get the starting tunnel, around the totem area, 25 in Tiny Temple, and then there's another like 10 available. Yeah, there's like 50 available without pineapple, but with Tiny Temple access. There's like 50 or so available. So yeah, you can definitely get that medal. So Kilvereis might be like, man, I could have had that earlier. That's a little bit awkward. I mean, not knowing that he has it first and is kind of in cruise control right now.
Yeah, going into Tiny Temple just for the CBs is a hard sell, though. Like, especially if you have no reason to believe it. But like,
yeah,
the Aztec medal having something on it is like almost always a jump scare because it's like, oh yeah, it needs pineapple.
So here's something else that's really ugly. We have an Aztec medal hint to key 8 the Lanky K rule. The problem is that could be pointed into either triangle or diving right now. It's actually not clear. So it's possible, because I guess at this point, diving is triangle locked, so you always know that diving is only on the path to key 8 Lanky K rule, but triangle doesn't have to be there. Triangle could be on more paths. It's not a certainty. Get a little main character sighting. You'll love to see him. He snuck his way into a seat again. I don't know how he keeps doing it. He keeps strapping himself to TNT barrels just so he shows up in more seats. It's ridiculous. Get a load of this guy.
Ash keeps paying off Sarah. That must be the only explanation.
This check is just too available. I don't understand, man. Unbelievable. Anyway, what's our level 4? Is it diving or japes? Or galleon or japes? I believe I just called Gloomy Galleon diving. That's a little bit of a whoops. And that is a level 4 japes that is exactly as expensive as level 3 caves. That is extremely funny. Extremely funny, folks. This game, man, sometimes it just kind of like messes with you like that. Either level is good, because Diddy's and japes and Tiny's and Galleons, so we want both of them. Well, do we need Tiny? Actually, that's a good question. Yeah, we need Tiny. I'm stupid. We need Tiny for Monkey Port. Silly me. We always need Tiny.
And for Helm.
And we need Diddy to open the shipyard, probably. And for K-Rool. So yeah, we need both. Alright, I was right. My brain was ahead of my brain there. It actually literally just tripped over itself. Splattered all over the boulders of japes. It's tragic.
I feel like we always have those moments of, oh, we might not need Chunky or Tiny this seat. It's like, wait, no, we always do.
Cam with some death-defying movement in Chunky's cabin. Oh, and he just gets clipped by nothing there.
The accidental up-C hit. Ooh, and a mini monkey on Kilvereis' side.
Mini monkey locked by pineapple, vines, and barrels. That's weird. I think that kills it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, did I get those? I think I got those. Hang on. You looked at that for like a quarter second. I think he's got a pretty good idea where the seat is going. I actually got them. I'm insane. Alright. Caves Helm lobbies. Oh my god, my crack theory is insane. Caves Helm lobbies on the path to Diddy K rule. I think... Oh, there's Sprint. That's very funny. I think that means that you get something in Caves Helm lobbies that then points you to main aisle or for Rocket Barrel. But like, what could that be in main aisle? It's not Roof Dirt because all that stuff is Rocket Barrel locked.
Same with the Peanut Cage.
And I would say Pineapple Cage, but we just got Pineapple. Oh, Sniper was found at main aisle, so it's actually Sniper for the main aisle item, and then it's going to be Rocket Barrel and Helm Lobby. Okay, that fits pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Chad, thank you. Castle Surroundings, Key 5, Diddy K Rool, Chunky K Rool, that's Coconut. Makes perfect sense. Coconut got us Punch. Punch will get us Rocket Barrel and Helm Lobby. And we needed Punch to get the Museum for Key 5. Fits all well and good. Cave's Chunky 5-door cabin is Way of the Horde. Sure is, that's Pineapple. We knew that now. And there is the bailout for Kilvereis. That is the second slam, or that is key 7 that just got hinted. Go back to Castle Lobby. And he will find key 7 and a slam there, which is crazy.
It's just the push the fast checks and hope that the hints get you what you need.
The danger is he might think that's a helm instrument and might put it off, but, I mean, even if you think it's a helm instrument, I think you go for it anyway, right?
Yeah.
A coconut lock yellow vial. I mean, we need bongos, right? So you gotta do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have enough information on key 8 items to be able to quite disregard that. One is very likely red slam locked, but that could just simply be saxophone that's red slam locked and not bongos.
With even if you put off the castle lobby there, doesn't in this situation doesn't hurt you because it's just key 7, which you just need to get the helm anyway.
One is key 7 and the other is the slam, right? So
yeah,
neither of those are relevant until at least level 7. Oh, hello, key 4, I guess. We have not had a key 4 hint. That must be key 4.
And sure enough,
love that.
Key the 4th.
Keeping it simple.
Cam's on his way to finding diving here eventually.
Yep. Chase the pineapple into Aztec. Off he goes. Kilvereis has stormed ahead so far. He's gonna need to like run into a hitch in order to slow him down, and the hints kind of just unhitched him, if you will. The castle lobby was the one significant advantage that Cam had, but it is evaporated with one hint. Poof. Up in smoke. So Kilvereis popped open Lanky's hut, but not Tiny's, so he's definitely thinking about going to Lanky's hut. But in the meantime, just run it fast GBs. Thing of beauty. Okay.
Just get that.
Quick pause here. Diddy? Found by Lanky and Japes. What could that possibly be now? Is it the metal?
I don't think he's gotten the metal yet. He's close, but if it's not the metal, then
he must have the metal because he's checking the boss, which I think you do last. Oh no, he's doing the trick where it opens the chunky cage and it stays open. If you slam that switch and then quickly run into the Troffenskoff, the chunky cage will stay open for you. It's pretty nice.
Is that how that works?
Sure is. Any loading zone will do for these cages, but Troffenskoff just happens to be right there, which is pretty convenient. But yeah, I'm thinking it's Lanky's metal or the boss at this point, because I don't think there's anything else that's accessible.
Yeah, because otherwise it's painting room.
Which needs Diddy for Peanut.
Yeah.
There's Diddy, sure enough, it's on the metal. We avoid a boss. Lucky. That ruler was like, oh, DK is about to roll into me, I'm going to go away as quickly as possible, and moseyed on out as fast as he physically could. Holy smokes. We're gonna donkey 5-door temple check here. I'm afraid this is not going to be anything. The best this could be is Hunky Chunky.
GB at the very least, but there's an 11 GB difference between these two right now.
The sheer speed at which Kilvereis has just blazed through these levels is madness. Truly madness.
Like, Cam has a slight blueprint lead, but now it's only a 1 blueprint lead.
4 to 5. Jeez. Here comes some density for him, too. There's a little bit of a... Oh, I got that. I got the hints. They may pause at any time. I think a 5-door temple foolish hint. That's a little bit late. Thank you very much. Is Splat behind the stone doors way the horde? That was our
punch.
Punch. Yes. Storming tunnel to key 4. No surprises there. And then mushroom exterior has 1 potion. I don't think we care about that 1 potion. None of the exterior checks are slam locked, so we don't care about that. If we're looking at red slam stuff. Oh boy, but looking at red slam stuff, this is getting kind of ugly, because option A is forest and option B is factory Factory has so many slam switches that you basically just have to guess which one it is. It could be counting. It could be a number, like 4 different production things. Maybe Diddy Production Spring, which would explain the Springway of the Horde.
Oh yeah, we did get a Springway of the Horde, huh?
I forgot.
That would make a lot of sense.
It fits really well. So Force or Factory level 7 would fit pretty well. There's Grab that's coconut locked. I don't think we care about that at all.
Probably not. Storage is foolish too, so arcade fans are in shambles. It's me. I'm in shambles.
Basically, that wasn't bongos, which is not great. We wanted that to be bongos to get a helm instrument, but no such luck. But Kilvereis is going to have a grand old time here scooping up his key 7 and then a bonus barrel for a slam, both of which we think he needs. Well, okay, one he definitely needs, the other one he probably needs. So he's worked this far to build up a lead, but Cam running through Japes, he's not going to be slow coming through here. Japes is a quick level to clear out, and you get a ton of density here, so he is going to fly up in his GB count real quick. Kilvereis needs to pick right, and he needs to pick right now. Where do you go?
Got 3 levels available. Do you just look for Factory?
I think you go Galleon. Galleon you can find key 6, and Galleon you can find Tiny. I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
And you know Galleon's level 5.
You go get Tiny, you check Gold Tower, and then you see what level 7 is to see what the damage is for your Red Slam.
Right. You may peak level 7 first so you get a GB count, but it's not necessary, I don't think. Not when you have this solid of an advantage here. Or this solid of a foundation, if you will. 38 GBs with 5 blueprints. You can get up to 43. There's some level 7s that aren't even 43, so we'll see.
I couldn't quite see what the B-Locker was.
30 for level 5, not too expensive. Although it is getting up, so you gotta be a little bit wary of expensive level 6s and 7s, especially because you need to get into one of them. Might be able to skip Forest entirely.
Have we seen a 63 B-Locker for level 7 in the tournament?
Oh man, we've seen some brutally expensive ones that just ruined routing, but I don't think we got that expensive. It doesn't need to be 63 to be ruinous. Even like a high 50s could be awful.
Yeah, 14 to 30 might be a bad omen, but who knows? We've definitely seen like 30 at level 5, and then level 7 is just 31 somehow, inexplicably.
Somehow DK64 is my comfort channel to fall asleep to now. I don't understand that. I feel like we're yelling and screaming all the time when something crazy happens. Am I crazy? Like,
and crazy stuff happens all the time.
Are my howls of confusion soothing? It must be. I guess so. It can't be explained. Not the first time I heard it though, which is really funny. Cam roll through Japes, getting the good word on all the good stuff here. Off we go. Kilvereis makes it to... He chooses Galleon indeed, but not quite fast enough for the believers. The Doubters take this one home.
Where is Tiny again?
Tiny's a lanky in Galleon, so it could be like Lighthouse here, punch dive down. Perfect.
Any number of things here.
If it's diving to lanky K roll, then wait, no, that doesn't mean anything. Does it? No, because it would be diving to key 6, so I don't think it's anything diving then in the Lighthouse area for key 6. It seems unlikely. Not only unlikely, it's impossible, I think. Kevin's a pretty strong contender for key 6 here, so let's take a look. Other options include, I guess, anything the Lighthouse would do, but... What's going on, Kevin? What you got for us?
Alright, Kevin Slane's on my bingo card.
Give him the stomp. Huge. Alas, it is not there.
No key 6.
But probably in the Lighthouse then. I'm just gonna keep saying probably in this location until it turns up. Probably.
You can never be wrong if you say probably.
Exactly. Probably just on the lighthouse dirt. Probably just on the top of the lighthouse.
What else is left in Lighthouse? You got this and Mermaid? Don't think it can be Mermaid.
Yeah, it can't be the Mermaid because it's not diving, so you can forget about that. Forget about your pearls. Key 6. Alright, there we go.
There it is.
It took me a couple tries, but, you know, we get there in the end.
And that's an either-or for a slam, so it didn't need to be hinted for that one.
Right. We're just fortunate that we had both.
It's like one of those things, you get hinted slams and it's like, oh no, but it's almost comforting, because then you know you're not going to be in casino for it.
Alright, you get a peek into Kilvereis' thought process here on what's fast. Because he opened Lanky's Tuner Ship, but didn't open Tiny's. I think he's going to go into Lanky's, grab that banana and bail. And then also maybe like try and route in Lanky's Metal, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe he just opened it just because it was habit and then thought better of it. Like, that's kind of slow. Because I was thinking that, like, if he's trying to, like, commit to really fast checks, the two-door ship is not that quick.
It's looking like kind of a plan C to go there.
Maybe, but with 43 GBs and 7 blueprints, 50 GBs total, surely you can get into level 7 with that. And you may not even need to get into level 7, it might be level 6. Oh, no, he opened Lanky's because that's where Tiny is. Duh. Silly me. He's checking Lanky's Metal. Okay, yeah, that makes way more sense.
There is a world where
Ooh, he's afraid of this
it
warp.
could be Lanky's 5-door ship.
He's hitting the 5 warp, which is the optimal warp for the mechfish, so he's hedging. Hedging mechfish, he's insane.
We need mechfish. I need mechfish for my bingo card here.
I don't think he's getting the mechfish. We are many moves away from that one. Multiple. It also won't have anything because it would. The best you could have is Rocket Barrel, which. Whoops. Ooh, it's not here. So Lanky's Metal, I guess. That's kind of annoying. Galleon Lanky Metal. What are we looking at for that? Oh, like 16 different things. They all require diving.
Got Grape and Punch, so like it could be quick, but
some combination of Slam, Peanut, Grape, Trombone, Punch, Balloon. Yeah, there's just too many things for it not to be accessible. Could be the boss. Could always be the boss too, just to throw a wrench into things.
Yeah. And if you know these runners, they don't like to live in that world.
Okay, I don't mean to alarm you. There is one hitch that still exists. As fast as Kilvereis is flying through the seed, there is one hitch that reigns supreme over all else. The dreaded Hunky Chunky. We do not have a good lead on Hunky Chunky right now.
Ooh, that's a classic right there.
That is very frightening. Our best lead, which is not great. Wait, what about this? No, this can't be.
This is probably Trombone.
Oh, this is Trombone, right. Our best lead is maybe the Spring. Like, that's how bad we are, because, like, the problem is that it could be Spring plus Slam for a Helm instrument, and then we're out of luck there. The only reason the Spring is an okay hint is because it's the only way the Horde hinted and not anything else. We found a use for Triangle already, so that's solved. Grape, Pineapple, all solved. It is indeed Trombone in the Gold Tower, so that fits perfectly.
Tiny could still be in Lanky's 5-door, just because Kongs aren't on path hints.
This can't be, you won't get Gorilla, or you won't get Hunky Chunky in the treasure room here because it's Peanut locked, and Peanut is not on the path to Chunky K roll. So this is just purely a density play for Kilvereis, and he is He's going back into Galleon because he still needs Tiny and hasn't found it yet. I don't know if he got the medal yet. I don't think he did. I barely swiped that hint. Okay, we got action here. Jape's Hillside on the path to K-Rool Chunky. That is our best Hunky Chunky hint.
Grab.
Was that grab?
Yeah.
Is there anything else on the hillside? It's not Peanut Locked, so I think it has to be that grab. What?
Minecart?
Peanut Locked. It can't be there.
Or for... I mean DK minecart.
Oh, DK minecart. That fits actually. That actually fits. All right, it is indeed Lanky's medal. Oh my god. I think that has to be grabbed from the hillside then. What? What? It's not kegs. I don't think.
Is barrels on the path to Chunky?
No, it's not. So it's not kegs. Could just be donkey levers.
Oh yeah, that would be Red Slam, wouldn't it?
Ooh, that is a level 6 factory? No, that's a level 7 factory. This is a level 7 factory, so Red Slam, something in factory, probably has a helm instrument. Maybe 2, because we're missing both.
He looks like man on a mission right now, like going straight to Diddy's Switch here.
He's not even peaking production, yeah. He's going production first, though. He's a man of the people. And of the people, I mean person. The person is me. Wow, grab of all things.
I would not have expected that.
The problem is the grab is foolish, or the storage area is foolish, so that kills. There's bongos, I think. There's no chance it's arcade, unfortunately. Arcade is dead.
Yeah, storage, arcade, foolish.
Indeed, indeed. You hate to see it. But here comes... So this is bongos here. Tiny's the first room in Helm. You may just go get the sax hint, because I don't think you have a better lead on Key 8, unless it's just another Red Slam check. Or, not Key 8. Yeah, you don't have a better lead on things on the path to Key 8. So yeah, either the mill levers or the mill levers or
minecart.
DK minecart for Hunky Chunky. That's kind of crazy, but pinning it down to 2 locations is excellent news. That makes life a lot easier for him instead of, oh, I don't know, one of the 400 checks in the game. Kegs is a step too far. There's too many things hinted for it to be kegs. There's enough negative information that we can rule out kegs. For example, we know barrels is not on the path to Chunky K-Rool, so barrels can never lead to Hunky Chunky no matter what. So it's not kegs, which requires barrels. But just the levers, the first part of the crusher sequence, that does not require barrels. That only needs grab and the slam. And I guess make it
pretty sure the Helm lobby splat is Rocket Barrel.
That's Rocket Barrel indeed. That fits pretty well. We got Cave's Helm lobby to Diddy K-Rool solo, and the only thing we're missing for that is Rocket Barrel. It fits pretty well. Coconut, Sniper, Peanut, all hinted that way. Well, okay, no, Peanut is just for the other half of Diddy K-Rool, so we're good there. I think Kilvereis is just rolling through Factory because it's fast at this point. He's probably got a plan now to do either run to the mills or I don't know, otherwise. It's also worth running around for these Sphere Zero checks, these lightly locked locations, because it's probably Sax is probably in one of these, most likely.
Yeah. Like, you don't get any hints to something, like, more often than not, it's just some low sphere nonsense on Nemo level.
Right. Other fun options include diving anywhere. I don't know where. Maybe like back in Tiny Temple. That'd be really funny. Didn't they both get dived and then immediately leave Tiny Temple? What if it was just in Tiny Kong's cage? That'd be a good one.
Yeah, this is definitely getting the micro hint for Sax in this seed.
It's definitely feeling that way. So, for Cam to make up a ton of time, he needs to just randomly find Sax somewhere, and for it to not be easy. Even still, I think Kilvereis is holding a really strong lead here. He's played excellently and continuously making excellent decisions. Decisions like this that put him in winners finals. In pole position to move on to grand finals. 50 hint. Caves CDs are foolish. Who cares? I guess that's 5 fewer Alta tweets in the making.
No sacks on one of those.
We're not getting sacks and a Caves medal, which would be horrendous.
I feel like it would have to be more hinted towards at that point, because like Caves medals need a lot of stuff. But you never know. Either orders are a nasty bit of business.
You just never know. You just never know. In other news,
Cam has been closing the gap a little bit on the GB count, and he may opt to go into the treasure room for density, which Kilvereis didn't. For all we know, it could just be sacks there, but
right, he's gonna have Tiny ahead of, or he's gonna have Tiny in the treasure room while Kilvereis didn't, so he's not gonna. Kilvereis didn't have the opportunity to go into the hype chest.
Yeah, because Cam's gonna get trombone in there, and then just, you know, you do treasure chest if it's available. It's like, chew.
Yeah. Right, off we go. Is he checking the arcade? Right, no,
probably just GBs.
Yep.
Kilvereis has 9 blueprints, and that puts him at 62 effective GBs.
That's crazy. Well, no GBs in that shop. And 1 there. Amazing.
And that's 64.
I don't think you buy the second one though. Is that insane? I think you just run to. Well,
I mean, you're probably getting a GB either on the ferry on the way up or on the sax pad.
All right, yeah. Here's my route. You dump to 64, go up to Helm, get Rocket Barrel and Helm Lobby, get the trombone hint, and then go back for Hunky Chunky and saxophone. That's my route. Even though we have a pretty strong lead on Hunky Chunky, there's no rush to get it. If you get the trombone hint, if you get the sax hint now, you might be able to get both at the same time if you're lucky. Did I say the wrong instrument again? Shut up.
No, you said... I thought I heard sax.
Good answer. You're not gaslighting me this time. Chat room.
Trombone, sax, they look kind of the same, sorta.
I know there's enough music nerds in here that I'm just afraid to make a music joke because I don't know enough about music to not get immediately corrected, like, ruthlessly. Like, I'm not even gonna call... I know there's enough confusion of if sax is brass or woodwind or something. I'm not even gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. I'm just gonna tell you I don't know. I've forgotten. It's been too long. And Kilvereis opts to run to the mills first. Here we go. Is this our answer here?
Checking levers.
Nope.
Welcome to bonus
He's not
day.
levers, but he is going to get more low sphere checks stuff. Maybe mills dirt, or maybe he's thinking something else. Is he thinking kegs? He might be thinking kegs. I'm pretty sure this is impossible, but...
I'm pretty sure this doesn't work either, because barrels is not on the path of Chunky.
Right. But he's thinking grab though. He's on the right track. I think it just has to be Chunky or DK Minecart, which is outrageous. An unbelievable DK Minecart jump scare at the last second. Right, he may have smelled that one out. He's out of there. And he's going straight to castle. He's like, wait a minute.
It's like, what other grab checks are there?
No, he's checking. I think he's checking if Coconut is on the path to Chunky K. Rool because Coconut did get hinted. And it is on the path to Chunky K. Rool. The problem is that it also got you punch, so it's not. It's on the path to 2 Chunky K. Rool moves, which is a little bit less helpful than if it were on the path to only Hunky. I'm getting hype chest value 49 plus a lot of blueprints. 11 blueprints. He's at 60.
The GB lead isn't too much, or deficit isn't that much now, but it's more of a move deficit at this point.
Right, it's a progression deficit. Kilvereis has just further progressed in the seed. He's got more stuff. He's made further strides into the seed to the point where he's now closing in on what we believe to be Hunky Chunky. The problem is that Sax is still unhinted, and Cam is going to Forest. If Cam just, like, clears the Mushroom Exterior for the one potion of the Mushroom Exterior and finds Saxophone, that could be pretty significant. That could save him a trip to Helm, and that would be the exact thing he needs to get back in the seed.
Yeah, he just needs to pull it.
He's going Mills first because he's checking grab stuff, which makes perfect sense. But, like, he could check, like, the crate behind the Dark Rafters. He could check the Mills dirt. Kilvereis didn't even look at the dirt here. He could check anything in the Thornvine Barn area. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options to just get lucky and find Saxophone. He also doesn't have bongos. Where's bongos again? Bongos is...
It's in
production.
factory.
Oh, he hasn't got a factory yet. Oh, that's definitely rough.
Ooh.
Not having gone to factory is definitely gonna be a problem for him. All right, he's also thinking grab because he's going to kegs. DK minecart potion, the last location we sussed out. This simply must be Hunky Chunky. No casino today. It was very close.
The only thing we could hope for some content is a jump scare for a different move, which wouldn't be that much of a jump scare because then you just go check whatever the moves are related to.
Could I perhaps interest you in a twirl helm minigame?
Oh, good lord.
Good lord, that would be horrible. That would be real bad. That would be bad enough. I would not feel... I would feel culpable in some way if that were to happen. That's like a...
That's a Giga curse.
I owe him a drink or something like that. That's, oh man. Oh man, that's rough, buddy. Because the problem with that minigame is it is doable with DK, but only like barely doable, and it's super hard, so... Ooh.
And it's getting patched out in version 4.
Oh.
At least I think it is.
I don't even remember. Hunky
Right,
Junky.
there's Hunky.
Castle Underground, life is good.
No jump scares.
Oh, he almost got bullied by the spider while in the loading zone. Very cool.
Oh! There's Sax!
Oh my god! We found Sax! It was just in that crate! Oh my god, he was right there! Kilvereis was right here, and he just didn't do it! Cam is chasing spring checks, too, in the Dark Rafters, so he's also thinking spring, so he's gonna end up in factory and pull his bongos really soon. And because he's also already thinking grab, he's got some time to work with. Alright, he picked up the pearl, he's dying, he's checking this, and then hopefully he bails.
Oh.
A third melon? You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, time to dump. Here you go. He's gonna dump and then probably run to level 7 to try and pull... I guess pull, bongos out of production, probably.
I need them to randomly find guitar.
Dueling blueprint
so I can
dumps?
get a bingo.
This is unbelievable. I also need guitar very badly, so I hope it's in Helm. And I hope they pick it up. I don't think they're doing it, though.
They aren't doing it.
Alright, no. Hear me out. No, it can't be guitar. I wanted Rocket Barrel in Helm, but you need Rocket Barrel to get to Diddy's room in Helm. Guitar for Diddy's room, somehow. That's a little bit much.
And I'm getting owned on my bingo card. I am so far away.
I got a very fast 4 in a row, and then the 5th is runner gets all instruments, and team, I don't think we're getting that.
Do you not think we're getting that?
I don't think we're getting that. Unless guitar is like in this lobby check that somehow Kilvereis may have skipped, I don't know. Alright, pop it open, bud. What do we got on this guy? This is our
Presumably red vial.
Rocket Barrel Boost. And with that, we are in no mode. Huzzah. I think the overall speed deficit at this point is just a little too much for Cam to overcome. He got the break he needed in finding sacks in the mills without the hint, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's still got to climb production. He's still got to do DK minecart. It's a tough sell.
And when you get the hint that it's a crate in forest, like, that's the first crate you check. Like, every time.
Melon crate and forest. There's 3 crates, so one is grape locked. I think you can't roll that one out, but one is grape locked, and then the other 2, one is grape locked, one is night locked, and then one is free. So just go run at him. 4 crates. There's one in the Thornvine barn. I made that up. I lied about 3. Yeah, one is strong Kong locked. Yeah, it's probably just not that one. Yeah. But the problem is there's 3 mills. There's 3 in the mill side, so you go mills first, and the first one you check is going to be the winner. So life is good. And yeah, team, this is a fast, as the kids say. An hour 7 minutes in, you get a helm instrument hint, and you're going to be in go mode real quick, real quick.
That's one sub 80 for sure. You don't even got tiny K roll to slow you down.
Oh jeez. And he didn't forget that he hasn't checked this yet, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, the only way this unravels is if a twirl game shows up in Helm, which never say never, but it doesn't seem likely.
That would be catastrophic beyond measure, because it would destroy both of them in just an utterly ruinous manner. Beyond repair.
Do you just try to do twirless on the minigame at that point, or do you go looking for it? I know I'm not good enough to do it.
So you got breaking it down by mathematically, right? Is it worth your time to go look for twirl or slam your head against this minigame until you get it? And I think the answer is almost always slam your head against the minigame until you get it. Like, because we have no idea what twirl is at this point. You have no idea, absolutely none at all. It could be on a boss for all we know. I'm pretty sure you just brute force it until you figure it out. It's that hard. Like, if it takes you 10 minutes, it might still be faster. That's how hard it is. Nice little diving minigame. Diving plus vines.
Oh, diving minigame, that's a bingo spot.
I got vines minigame. That's a bingo spot. Huge. I'm just gonna assume we had Mario music at some point. I have chest check.
I'm also going to assume that there was a song that I didn't recognize the franchise from.
That happens regularly.
Did Squawks deliver a rainbow coin? This is an important question.
Did he deliver a golden banana or a blueprint? I don't think Squawks got a rainbow coin. GB blueprint? I think he delivered a medal on Isles. GB, yes? Amen, that's a bingo. Let's go. This is my time to recover. Time to recover and pick up my bingos that I wasn't paying any attention for. I don't think anybody got caught.
Well, if Cam gets a rainbow coin on the way up to Helm from Squawks, then I'm good.
I believe.
To save me, Cam.
I believe. A big bug bash. Amazing.
I'll play more Treasure Hurry if it's a rainbow coin up there.
And with that, we have dodged our twirl minigame, so we're good. Crisis averted. And we get a cutscene skip for the people. The people need to know.
Just gotta pay attention to the camera on the bottom right there. A white vial.
Huh. That's not Guitar Team. And he's not getting it either. He's got one more shot at the cutscene skip. Believe.
Well, all instruments just... I think that's officially dead right there.
That might do us in. Unlucky. But I got one bingo. You can't get greedy. You can't get greedy with the bingo. You take your one. Is Cam just like speeding through the fists? That's kind of hardcore. He's literally just holding W. Oh, and then the rails did something very funny. Unexplainable.
don't think they did a non-aisles check at the same time. I think they've largely been separate. So that's another bingo lost for
I
me.
don't believe so.
They absolutely did. Well then, did we get a vanilla fairy, rainbow coin, or banana medal? Surely we had a banana medal on.
This is our catch-up time in the commentator booth. We're too busy just getting absolutely rocked by revelation after revelation in this seed that it's only now that we actually get to reconvene on our bonus cards or our bingo cards and decide if we won or not. And of course, you know, we just agree that we won because, you know, that's how it works. Handshake, all that jazz. Wow, alright. How flabbergasted are we on this seed? We're chilling. This one's alright. I don't think we had any true major shocks besides maybe the saxophone out of nowhere. Kind of a pleasant find.
Yeah, that was really the only thing, huh? Like, we tried our best to curse it.
We tried really hard. Really hard, I tell you what.
Alright, commentator can't do math. I thought Cam didn't have enough for 64. He does, so he's not checking the sax pad. The Squawks deliver a rainbow coin. Dream is dead.
I also just made stuff up. That goes hard.
Where's the bingo square for commentator can't do math? Be a free space.
Free space, for sure. That's where all the greatest bingo squares are just all free spaces. It just doesn't stop happening.
A jet seed? Yeah. I think this one qualifies. I think sub 80 is definitely a jet. Oh, taking a tumble on K-Rool there.
Ah, DK Rool. That's a classic. Is he gonna die in DK Rool? Oh my god.
You gotta be feeling awful from that.
Oh brother. That's an oof.
Winners finals.
That's a mega oof. Did he just knock a win with full health? Must be. Was he just getting bullied the whole time? I blinked and missed it. Diddy phase, I think, is the phase you're most likely to just get bullied on and try and brute force, and K-Rool just kind of like thumps your head in until it's over. But once you have it under control, Kilvereis has it under control, there we go. Make the lights work. Blap blap.
It's... You know, of all the K-Rool phases, like, Diddy's the toughest one, and, you know, when things aren't going your way, it is pretty easy to get tilted at it.
Yeah, how many boxing gloves does it take to lose a race? Is that our metric here? I'm not counting, so maybe
Gloves
not.
per second.
We'll figure out a better one someday. Unfortunate. On to Chunky Phase. Do we get a backflip for the people? This is the most pressing question in the world right now. Leaning forward a little bit. Let's go. Okay, but what's this clear vial, though? We gotta know what this clear vial is, surely. We need, I don't know, oranges, I guess? Whatever. You know what? I'm just realizing what did came in. The bean didn't turn up. The bean didn't turn up to bless the seed. It's over.
It was a foolish beanstalk.
It was cursed.
Just absolutely tragic.
The hex upon the bean. A plague. It could not be grown. Could not be found. Really tragic. That's probably when we should have known that Kilvereis had it in the bag. Just off the rip.
Well done!
Yeah, Cam's got that bean lever tag on Twitch, which you also can do if you are a bean lever.
I think that's late on the skip? Yeah, that's late.
The backflip for the people. And it's just DK phase here to... No, Lanky phase. I can't remember things. Lanky phase to close it out.
One to go. How good's your Lanky phase? What do you got? What do you got for us, Kilvereis?
Gotta redeem after that Diddy phase.
Yeah, let's not die in Lanky phase at least. That's a start. Alright, a little bit of a tumble, but get the peel down and, you know what, good enough. That's a slip. We'll take it.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Number 2.
You gotta wonder if there was, like, some nerves there, too, after that Diddy phase, because, like, you have no idea. Like, we clearly see that Kilv has this in the bag, but, like...
Oh, yeah. It's like a tiny phase. It's just the most nerve-wracking place in the entire universe. All you can do is just wait. But in this case, all you can do is just game, and if you're not gaming at peak form, you're in trouble. But in this case, Kilvereis, no problems here. He clocks in first place with a 1:18.02 and punches his ticket to Grand Finals. Cam is not out of this. He goes to the loser's bracket, and he's going to face whoever emerges from the absolute gauntlet of the loser's bracket to face him. It will be a best of 3 for loser's finals for Cam, so he's got a whole lot more donk left. He's got shots. He's got shots to make it work.
Could you imagine if Cam gets the run back and has to go to game 3 on all those, like, 9 extra games?
Oh boy. That's a lot of donk, but these guys are here for it, that's for sure. They are DK64 Randomizer.com enjoyers, so I can finish up in a bit.
See how this Diddy phase goes. Good music choice for K. Rool, though. You can't really go wrong with Final Fantasy.
Know what this is? Could have fooled me. But like I said, the music just is one of those things that just eludes me. Bang. A hasty DDK roll. One of them can claim that. Interesting. Curious.
The other pressing question, will Cam backflip for the people?
He's got to, right? Surely.
Yeah.
Maybe he
Cam's a man of the people.
Of course, of course. If he sees the bean, he's gonna get the bean. He's that kind of guy. Real stand-up individual. Because you can obviously judge the quality of somebody's character by whether or not they pick up the bean. It's like the litmus test for someone's. It's like there's got to be like a bean alignment chart out there. Somebody start cooking.
I'm already cooking.
Oh yeah,
there are thoughts.
It's in the making. I can smell the alta tweet already. Yes.
You know, like, you've seen that, like, sandwich alignment chart about the structure purist versus rebel kind of thing.
Oh, brother.
That's the angle I'm thinking of.
There are opinions to be had, that's for sure. You get the people going. You gotta be careful what you unpack here. And he's not backflipping. Alright. So for all the way you just rizzed him up, you just leave us hanging like that. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not mad. A single tear rolling.
Just disappointed.
Just a single tear rolls down my cheek. Just a quick lanky phase, and he'll clock in a low 120 time, which is also insanely fast.
Kill was checking what that white file is in here.
I don't know too. Oh man. It's oranges. Least convoluted orange throwing placement.
On a Sphere Zero sacks.
Yerp. What do you know?
Runner gets all training moves for your bingo card.
There's a slip, and that is a GG for Kamerson, who clocks in at a 1:22.18. That's a wrap for us. We'll go pull him in and say hey. We're joined by Kamerson. How you doing, Chief?
Morning. Team, how did I lose by 4 minutes?
That man is quick. I mean, he pressed his progression advantage aggressively so, and even still was over GB'd at the end, which I guess kind of makes sense.
Gosh.
If you're clearing levels so quickly, the early checks will just generally provide enough GBs to kind of get you close enough to 64 to make it work, and then a little bit of extra thorough cleaner on your hints seems like it gets you to 64. I think that's
I guess my biggest mistake was just like taking so long to get to caves instead of like dumping to get to caves, because like I just couldn't find enough GBs to get in until like late in. Is that what happened?
It's a very expensive level 3. I mean, I think Kilvereis will attest that he also had similar problems. I think it was like early locations that he skipped and you checked, and maybe he's just like, I'll get back to those later, or I don't really care about it. Stuff like Lanky's 5-door temple, which didn't really pan out.
Yeah.
He just never bothered to do. Even if it did end the trip, he was like, I'd rather go see my new level rather than try the one off.
Because like since I made it to like winners finals, I've actually been like practicing season 3, trying to get like better at my times. And like I felt like that entire seed I just played really well. I stuck to like what I've been practicing, and I felt like I just zoomed through, and then I look at the race time and finished like 4 minutes, and I'm like, what?
He's quick. I mean, you had a couple breaks go your way too with finding saxophone randomly. He went to get the helm hint.
Yeah, I heard about these stories. He got the sax hint. He died in DK Rool.
And he's still destroying everyone. What's going on?
He's still like at that point, I just have to throw in a towel. Like he deserves to be in grand finals at that point.
It's a mighty impressive performance, that's for sure.
I don't think I can improve any more than that, to be honest.
Mighty impressive performance.
I feel like I've kind of like I push myself to where I can. I'm satisfied with my performance, and I'm happy with where I am in the tournament, and even if I get knocked down to losers finals. Oy.
And like, he approaches a lot of these seeds like just assuming that they're going to be a jet seed, and if you just assume it's a jet, you just, a lot of checks that didn't seem so bad to be on your radar end up being skippable.
I mean, you never know at the beginning of the seed whether it's going to be a jet or a casino, so...
It's dangerous business, right? And sometimes it leads to situations where you would lose time, like having to go to Helm Lobby to get the hint, right? Or having to go to Helm to get the sax hint. In which case it didn't pan out too badly, but I think that definitely was a pretty costly time loss for him. But then he just made generally excellent reads all around, I think. He predicted production spring pretty much instantly. He ran to factory before Forest and was like, yep, it's right here. Picked that up.
I went to Forest first because I read the hills to Chunky Phase, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I know that can't be locked by the mountain because Peanut was only past Diddy and Lanky. So I
it had to be the grab.
I knew it had to be grabbed, so I'm just gonna check the forest conveyor. And Kill said he did too.
Yep. He left before doing kegs because kegs it couldn't have been kegs because the barrels hint.
What was barrels?
I think punch.
Oh, barrel.
Punch.
Okay.
Yeah, but the barrels was not hinted in Chunky Carol, so.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because I was like in my head I was like all the pieces like barrels like I guess I didn't think of Chunky Phase because they were like that was our biggest path hint this seed. and then I was like, punch, yeah, grab, yeah, slams, either or. It's like it all fits.
But yeah, I think generally speaking, he just was very highly aggressive on things that were hinted, and then completely ignored anything that wasn't hinted. Once he pegged Key 5 in the museum, he just didn't check any of the castle rooms. He did like library early, but then just like ignored every other room. He didn't even do Lanky Tower.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was kind of iffy about that, because like when I rolled past that, I was like, this seems like a bad idea, because I have all the moves for early on, but like I told myself I wasn't gonna check it unless I had to like come back to castle, which I did, so I did check it.
I think it works reasonably well. I guess the one thing that might like turn you off is the fact that you have an unresolved tunnel sent at that point to Key 5, but you don't know it's Key 5 in the room. Well, I guess you kind of do.
Yeah, because I remember I did like accidentally like orphan a batch of hints for a long time. That might have been like part of it, because I think it gave me the hint for like I can't remember, but I think it gave me the hint for like pineapple and gorilla gun, stuff like that. Maybe diving, I think. And like maybe I would have gotten diving sooner.
That's the funny thing about that Aztec metal hint. We don't actually know if that's for triangle or diving. It could be either.
Oh, do we get
both of those were on cat, or both of those
Oh,
were
right,
it
was donkey metal.
I actually don't know which one, but it had to apply to at least diving, because the triangle locked the diving. That's a weird one. That hint is a little wacky on peg, but
that was super speedy.
Great shot for both of you, absolutely. Like regardless of wins or losses, a mighty fast time. And
yeah, I feel like if you play against Kilvereis, you have to like bank on it being casino, because otherwise you're just gone.
He's just too quick. He's so fast. But sometimes it's not.
So like the problem is if you were to always play that fast in race rooms, then like you would get screwed by like the casino seeds. And I guess that's what Kilvereis does. Like if there's any semblance of this, he just jets on through, and if there's any semblance of a casino, he forfeits.
I mean, you won a game. You gotta give yourself some credit here.
I did win a game, yes.
I don't think any of them were particularly ugly in the casino front, so you might not be giving yourself enough credit, Chief. A win's a win, and you're not out of it. You go to the loser's bracket. You're gonna face somebody out of that rough and tumble nonsense of a loser's bracket with all sorts of killers. So, when I put it like that, that makes it probably a little more scary. But good luck.
Yeah, it's Connor and Charles.
Connor, Charles, Mumbo, Spike, some number of people. I don't actually know when in the timeline this video will come out, so we'll find out.
Okay.
It's one of them. I'm not actually sure.
Okay, yeah, I have no idea either. But I have to like I have to win losers finals, win grand finals. Actually, no, that's okay. So I
just run the table. Just win, baby.
Yeah, I was thinking like this entire tournament, I've been able to get lucky once each match. You cannot ask me to get lucky twice. That's kind of what I've just discovered from that bracket.
And yet,
you got more best of 3 ahead of you.
And yet, we request to the randomizer gods, give us one more luck, one more string of luck, one more seed, because any even seed can go either way. You never know.
All the people left in I don't know when the VODs are coming out, but like everybody in losers bracket is really good at the game. And like, I feel like I beat the majority of them, like at least once, but I don't think I can do a best of 3 again. I think third place is probably where I take it, but we'll see.
If it bleeds, you just never know. And we'll find out in due time.
I'm gonna keep playing the way I usually do, and see how far I get.
That'll be a wrap on us for tonight. GG, Kamerson. We'll see you in the coming days as we get our matches scheduled and get things squared away. Be excited. And if you want to watch more, make sure you're following this channel, DK64 Speedruns. Make sure you're following, like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz on YouTube. You know the drill. I gotta mix up that order and say it differently. Nah, it's fine. Same old, same old. People love that. It's a classic. But we will get stuff scheduled, and if you want to know when things will get scheduled, come on down to the Discord, discord.dk64randomizer.com. All our restreams are events in the Discord, and you'll know that there is fun times to be had.
Yeah, pray for the Bean to show up during one of my losers finals matches because that's what I need right now.
I know, man. The Bean didn't turn up for you this scene is tragic.
The Bean is on vacation. We need him to come back right now.
Right now, I say, right now.
Right now, your vacation is over. Get in that dirt and let the beanstalk sprout up.
Amen. Nevertheless, that'll do it for us tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. I've been LaRock on Mike. It's been a pleasure. Alta, always a pleasure.
It was a good time.
Great time had by all. We'll see you all in the next one. Morning.
Morning.
Morning.